because I'm thinking maybe that goes down there. I have no idea. I thought this could have been a three-way switch for the lights up in here and different things. But I got three switches over here, and that one controls these lights here. This other one controls those two lights, and this one controls that light. Okay? And so I know this switch doesn't control anything over there. And I thought, well, maybe it's something as simple as turning that on. Let's turn these off. Turning that on. Usually on these, if they're single light switches and not a single pole light switch and not like a three-way switch or a four-way switch, this should be, the down should be in the off position. This should be in the on position. So let's just try that. Okay, we turn that on. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit this. Nothing's happening. I know it's not that, but I've got another switch here. I've got another switch here, and it happens, just so happens to be in the off position. Let's turn that to the on position. Okay? Look at that. Is it as simple and stupid as that? Right here. An on-off switch over here. Can you believe that? The first time I used the electrical outlet on the floor there and plugged everything in, everything worked. And somehow, either wiping these down, dusting or whatever, or somebody hit it thinking, okay, hey, what's going on? Maybe they thought that was going to turn this light on or something. See, here's a light. Here's a light up there. Let's just see if this one controls that. No, it doesn't. See? So that's what it was. Can you believe that? And when I hit the switch down here, off, on, the 2 outside, the 3 inside, the 4, and off. Good grief, Charlie Brown. And I was stressing over that for the last month and a half, all because that light switch over there was in the off position. It could be something as simple as that, especially if you got an electrical outlet down on the floor. But I've never seen that before. I always thought the electrical outlets in the floor were always connected on to the electrical outlets on the wall. Okay? I've got one more thought for you. If you still can't figure it out, and if you couldn't find it any other way and you weren't thinking about light switches or anything, what else could you have done to check this? I've got one more thought for you, and it's coming up right now. Well, you looked all around, you could not figure out where this electrical outlet was going, whether or not it was tied into an electrical outlet on your wall somewhere, and then the power came from underneath the house and came over to here, or what. But if you had a set of plans, kaboom, if you have a set of plans for your house, maybe, just maybe you could look at it on there and see. We're on page ME1, which is Mechanical Electrical Sheet 1. Okay? We're on that. And here it says main level M&E plan, mechanical and electrical plan. Scale, 1/4 inch equals 1 foot, no inches. Not that you need to know how to do that. Some other time I've made a couple videos on how to read a set of plans, and maybe I'll go in more in depth in that another time. Okay? But I'm looking in here, and here's the kitchen right here. It's a family dining area, and they're calling this area here a great room. Kind of like a family room, whatever. They're calling it a great room. And I thought maybe, if you have a switch on a wall or something, you're not quite sure where it goes, you can check your plans that way, or you can check for your wall or your floor. And see, I'm looking on here. I'm seeing little dots here. There's a dot, and it comes over and connects to a circle with the dot right there. It comes over here, connects with the circle with the dot, comes over right here against the wall with an S. It almost looks like a dollar sign, huh? 3 S's. That one S, which is a switch on the wall, goes over to there, and to there. These 2 switches connect over to the ceiling fan. And that's a funny thing too. Remember, we just checked the ceiling fan, and they have 2 switches there, and the electricians, silly electricians, they looked on the plans. Sure enough, they did what they were supposed to do. They ran a switch going up to the ceiling fan and another switch going up to the ceiling fan. Well, because they have all of these, this is power and reverse for the fan. Here's the fan on, off, and here's a light. If you have a light kit for your fan, it's all controlled right here. So they didn't need this light switch at all. So my guess is, and it's only a guess right now, is this switch that could have a separate wire that goes up here, and they have it capped off up in the ceiling, like for if you didn't have all of this here, and you just had a switch here for the ceiling fan, a regular one, for high, medium, low, something like that, and then a separate switch for your light kit. Let's say, you know, if you did have a light kit on your ceiling fan, you could do something like that. And that could be what those 2 switches were for, and then that's the 3rd switch right there, and it went down on the floor 3 different places. But you know what? And on those 3 different places, let's look on the plans and look at that and think, what is that? See, it goes over for the switch, goes over to there, and to there. Are those going on to the ceiling? I don't think they're going on to the ceiling. I looked up there, there's nothing up there. And you look at that, and there should be a detail of that on my electrical symbols. You look over here, here's electrical symbols. You look at all of these different things here that are shown anywhere on this plan, and it will tell you what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna try to find that 0 with a little dot in there. And I'm looking through here. Do you see it? Let's see. At first I thought it was that, but that's a square with a dot in it. See? That's a square with a dot in it. And that's probably a square with the dot. It's right there. Okay? And that's out in the garage. And that's probably for the garage door openers. See, it goes over to here. Here's the garage door. Here's an electrical plug right there, one right there, and they go over to there. See? You follow that down? And that square says push button. And that's the push button for your garage door opener. Okay, let's just keep going. Look, we've got to look at this really carefully. Look at that. There it is, right there. You look over here. Duplex receptacle floor outlet. Kaboom. That little thing right there. So these are supposed to be in the floor. There's supposed to be 3 of them in the floor. And guess what? There's only one. There's only one. It showed on the plans, one about there, and it doesn't show that one there. It shows it back over a little bit, and then the other one, it shows being in the floor right about in there, straight down. Well, guess what? Before we put all this stuff down on the floor, there was nothing here except this one right here. I don't know why they did that. The electricians sure missed that, didn't they? They only put 1. And so that's another way you can find it. If you've got your set of plans and look at it and do it that way. And sure enough, that's what it was. That's what it was. Let's just make sure I've got it turned back on. It's still on. Okay? Keep that on all the time, right? And that, it was a simple Simon little thing. Kaboom. And I know that this is working now. It should be working. There should be something down in here. That's probably over on this side. Let's just see. Yep, see? There it goes. You see that? Okay, it's working. Well, that's pretty slick. And that was not working, all because I thought it had something to do with that electrical outlet or the little power strip or something of that nature. Well, I'm sure glad I got that fixed, and I'm sure glad I showed you what I found. Might help you out someday, you never know. Well, should I do some bonus material here for you? Now that I found it on the set of plans, and incidentally on the plans, if you don't have any plans, I forgot to tell you, if you don't have any plans for your house, and I don't care if your house is 1 year old or 20 years old or 50 years old, you can get a set of plans just like that. Did you know that? I'll show you that. I'll explain to you how to do that, how you would get a set of plans for your house, even though the realtor had no idea how to get a set of plans for the house, had no idea if there was any remodeling done to the house before you purchased it, if the air conditioner had ever been replaced, if the water heater had ever been replaced, if the deck had a permit on it, if the room addition had a permit on it. None of that they knew, but you will know how to do that. And I will explain that to you another time. You're going to have to just keep watching my videos. That's all I can say. But here's the bonus material. Remember I told you I was going to make a separate video of this. I wasn't sure what this other electrical light switch was for, and I thought, hey, maybe it goes underneath the counter. You know, maybe it controls that. I don't really think it does, but I'm going to go get my electrical wire tester, and if I had a radio or anything I could plug in there, a drill, I could plug that in there and see if this light switch controls it. That light switch could control half of the electrical outlet for all I know. See, right now we've got this power charger in for the TV remote. And you know what? Maybe it's not even charging right now. But see right here, it's just said fully charged. And maybe the power is on because this light switch has been on. Or maybe that light switch only controls the bottom half of that duplex electrical outlet where I don't have anything plugged into. And now I'm curious myself, is that working? Or is it not working? So I'm going to get my electrical tester, and I'll be right back, and we'll test it out and see.